Hey.
No question, something happened in this first shift. I didn't catch it early on, but it was in the offensive zone. It looked like. Collided with Darnell Nurse, I'm told, of Louis. And a collision early on here is the Bruins are on the forecheck, and you watch Brad Marchand as he comes in right there. He kind of catches it, and I'm wondering, was it the blade of Darnell Nurse? The way they kind of contacted there because he's
Hang on.
Yes, it's on the inside of the right leg. I would not be surprised if that is cutting him early on here. He went right down the tunnel.
No, not the red one.
Vancouver 3-1 on Saturday.
Return
to Boston. Long shot by Harry, got it to the half wall by Swayman, cleared swiftly by the Bruins.
Yeah.
Check in 10 points clear of anyone else in the National Hockey League with a gaudy 45-5 record. Edmonton 30,
How is everybody?
and looking to avoid back-to-back losses for the second time since November. In terms of losses in regulation, Vogel's center pass broken up, and Zaka gave it right back to him.
Oh, wrong one.
Taken off the glass by Connor Clifton, who was a healthy scratch the other night. Boston now is 7.
Yeah, coming down. Boston has it. No. Edmonton Oilers have it. Jim Montgomery shot on goal. No good. 18. Boston done in the white. I believe.
Bruins will find and attempt to clear. Failing to do so is Hampus Lindholm. Bouchard will get right back. Thought about teeing it up on Butler, and here comes Trent Frederick.
Here comes Trent Frederick.
Frederick won 8 double-digit goal scorers in the lineup tonight.
Goal! Oilers! Edmonds on blue. That means Boston is in white.
I don't think Charlie McAvoy knew that he was standing in that position. No way you're going to catch him. Doesn't take him much. He gets there at the last second with that quick release that he's used all year long. And the Oilers take the early 1-0 lead on that beautiful feed by Bryce.
Yeah. 1-0.
And Mark McDavid and the deceptive way in which he releases that shot, Lou, you probably say that's one Swayman has to have. He's getting to be one of the best at releasing the puck on the fly.
Go, Boston! Back-to-back goals for each team. Tied the game at 1 apiece. Bruins, goal.
Great shift by the fourth line of the Bruins here. They get a puck in deep. They go to work. And as you said, Jack, the response, something the Bruins have done all year long. They're down in the game. They just start to press. Start to push pucks to the net. You're going to see this eventually pop out. Right there. Beautiful little redirection.
Wow.
Right onto the stick. And Nosek, who's in the slot. Hathaway, the new Bruin. A beautiful little depth pass right up to Nosek. He doesn't.
Nice, right up the middle, along the net.
This game is tied, just like
Well, not completely along the backside pass. There was. Calling some hockey on this channel. Almost. They couldn't even announce the goal. Saved by Boston's goalie. This is the first meeting between these two teams.
Here's Draisaitl with a spill, and he goes directly into the boards. Always difficult when you're that close, and that puck pops right up to the.
It's only a 2-game series.
For the Bruins to capitalize on that. A little bit of a shot for Bergeron, and he tries to stand on his feet, but in fighting that, he falls down a little awkwardly. You can see Pasternak on that top line now with Marchand out right now. In that collision with Darnell Nurse in the first shift went down the tunnel. We suspect it's a cut. He has not returned to the bench. Face-off won by Ryan Kulak.
Face-off won by the Oilers. If you are new here and like what we do Disney, we do sports, we do some building here. We're trying to grow this community. Come on in. Trying to get up to 100 subscribers. /1,000. That's our goal. For 2 years from now. That's our goal. The first two goals were 13 seconds apart. And the Boston Bruins scored on their fourth line. Oilers lead the shots on goal, 3 shots to 2. Around the boards, dumps it down at the circle. Nice pass. Zach Hyman comes away with the puck. High floater.
Squeezed by Stuart Skinner with pressure in the form of Frank.
Trying to settle things down here.
Get a whistle. We're going to take a look at the injury to Brett Marchand. As he collides with Darnell Nurse, watch the skate of Darnell Nurse as he's skating backwards. Right to the left of the screen, you can see they collide with the right leg of Brett Marchand. He went directly down the tunnel. I mean, sprinted down the tunnel. I saw the motion for EDMvsBOS athletic therapist here on the Oilers bench to go down and give a little assistance. So we haven't got the information on exactly how bad that was, but it certainly looked like a cut to me. Like seeing that replay, I'm sure that's exactly what he's doing. It's just a matter of how that. They lost Taylor Hall and Vancouver. He's been out for a while with a lower body injury. So the left side banged up in a couple of games. Boston knock shot was blocked. So that 40-goal campaigns for the Boston Bruins for the first time since 32 years ago.
Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in.
Didn't seem to bother with 2 goals including the game.
Oh, yeah.
Doubled up. When Crossman back in the lineup for the first time since 1965 due to illness. He's actually missed 6 of the last 7 games. He had some jump and warm up too. He's excited to get back in the lineup.
Oh boy. What a hit.
Photo curls it back to Drysdale. Feders it across. Loading up. Richard. One-timer Drysdale behind a block. Got it back. Looks for a lane. Let it fly. That was just fine. Rebound drop. Didn't miss by much, Jack. No second hard. Punches it on in. Bodies flying all over the ice. It's been a hard hit game early on. Pass eludes Orlov, and now races on. All over the turn. Tell both teams, ears perked early in this one. McAvoy launches forward. David Krejci.
1-1 the score. You all new here. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment.
Sends it ahead, Saka. Look to one side. Krejci along with Bergeron and Marchand. The holdovers from that 2011 Cup winning team. Bruins soaked to the next finals in 13 and 19 coming out on a long way.
Still tied.
Carlo together for Boston. Swung up the coil. 7 minutes gone by. They're tied.
Anybody new here?
Work on the wall by Newton Hopkins, but ultimately coils in to slash it back to the center. Darnell Nurse ahead for Tyson Bear. He's got a point streak of his own coming in. 3 goals, 8 points in his last 6. Receives from David. One-timer and a save. Rebound.
Save there. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Frederick, no icing call. Next period, I'll switch to the other one I got. It's already set up for the next one, next period, after intermission. Dropping it off at the point. Fogle will wind it around. Another hard hit. Keller, wide shot of the net.
You're taking me out in this game. Heads up, partner. A drop off hurt.
Huh. You're gonna have a lot of guts. Oopsie. Where the hell did that come? Oh no! Wow. Bruins are gonna clear here. Oilers are trying to get back to where they were. What a...
They've been sitting waiting here, thinking this is going to be the game they've been waiting for a long time up against the league's best, and they've come out flying in this first period.
Dave came out punching in this first period. DeBoss misses it. Wide shot around the board. Going back the other way. Behind the Boston defenders. Another hard hit around the boards. At the middle. Now at the circle. Deflect. Ricochet. 3-3. Another hard hit. Come on in. Clear down the middle. DeForest got a piece. Clifton. Another hard hit. Halfway through this tense, hard hit and first period. No score after 13 seconds apart for each team that scored. Penalty coming. Delayed. 3-1 decision over Vancouver.
Goalie goal in the 99-year history of the Boston Bruins. Bergeron. Send it down low. Desjardins. And
Nugent Hopkins. It's still in the Boston area Oilers zone. They're trying to get it to the Boston zone. Now it's in the Boston zone. A career high in points for him. Centered, missed. McLeod shoots it across the ice. No goal. Boston is 45-8. Naden shoots, misfires. Rebounded off the glass, coming number 29. 47. Blocked, rebounded. Got a stick on that. High shot, ricochet off the glass. Will the Bruins play? Hey, no, they will not. Edmonton zone on the counter. McDavid. Poke check.
Flutters into his waving glove with 7:41 to go in the
With 7:41 left to go.
just missing on the doorstep.
Hockey is played at high speed with expert precision.
Come on in. As we get this party started. How is everybody? Come on in. As we're waiting for them to come back from commercial. It's a tie game, one apiece. Just getting underway here, folks. Oh, forgot that banner thing. Nope.
Tonight's major part of the game brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. Parts that make the difference. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
The Boston Bruins 17-2 in their first 19 games.
17-2 in their first 17 games.
NHL schedule ever in the 100-plus history of the league in terms of years. The Boston Bruins, their own glorious past. But what a spectacular start. 45-8-5 overall. And in addition to that 17-2 start and the 6-game winning streak, they also have a stretch where they went 15-1-2. That's how good they've been. And yet Edmonton has skated right with them. Shots have been at a premium. Only 4-3, but that doesn't begin to tell you the high-quality dozen minutes we've seen thus far at Rogers Place. Rover will shoot it in for Edmonton off the draw. Swayman got a piece, and now
Swayman got a piece.
by Nosa. Edmonton, the league's highest scoring team. Boston, its most stingy. Number one in the league in goals against. Punched out.
Number one against
Here's Orlov.
goals.
Shot by McAvoy,
Deflected.
and that's by
Saved.
Skinner.
After stop on a shot on goal.
It's on, Ontario. Tap into nonstop sports action with BetMGM. Download the BetMGM app and feel the roar of the king of sportsbooks.
Jay Woodcroft, head coach of the Edmonton Oilers. Regarding that loss to the Columbus Blue Jackets, he said we weren't good enough or long enough. Liked his pushback, but felt that even within the game, performances varied far too much for his liking. Edmonton's been tough on Atlantic Division teams this year, 7-2-1. They're going to get the Bruins again in 10 days.
Oilers
While Boston
won the face-off.
2-2 against
1,
the Western
2,
Conference team.
and
So
2.
there's no drop off anywhere when you
That's
start
what they
looking
said.
for holes
Under
in
7 minutes,
Boston.
folks, to go in the period. Punched out by the Bruins.
Hopkins tied up successfully, and the Bruins
Floater.
lob it off the boards, takes a big bounce. Nurse watches as CC gathers.
Be like
Clears
that.
it over. Reset for Edmonton.
Reset for
Davis
Edmonton.
49 from Draisaitl at 2:17. 13 seconds later, Nosek tied it for Boston. Here's Zaka trying to get around Darnell Nurse, nowhere to move it. Now he finds an opening, and David Krejci swiftly will put it along the boards for Frederick. Engaged with Cece. Plastered against the Dashers, able to shake him off. Cece stays with him. So Krejci comes over to help out, but he's now engaged with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, having a career year in his own right. Krejci trapped in the corner. Nugent-Hopkins able to slide it between skates, but not out of the zone. Clifton. Krejci Frederick with CC bearing down on him.
With CC bearing down on him.
Nurse. Little spiker from Krejci. Was hit by Zaka, the former Devil. Tried to feather it in front. That was intercepted.
Intercepted.
He waits for his team to change and then serves it back into the Boston end. Clifton with the first man in the pocket. Warrior finding forward. Lead pass tipped by Yanmark, and that sails out play. Almost got goaltending coach, or excuse me, that was Mark Stewart almost got nailed. McDavid celebrates, but the other end, Nelson equalizer.
Who's buying? There's going to be teams calling about him. Who's selling? If this is a deal I'd make a move and prove their team before the buzzer sounds. Get all day coverage of the trade deadline Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern on NHL Network.
Invention is an act of determination to go where you couldn't before, achieve goals that once felt out of reach. That's why Honda engineers didn't just redesign the pilot trail sport. They built the most off-road capable Honda SUV ever. The all-new pilot trail sport. On the line. Honda, official vehicle of the NHL.
The first time you connected your website and your store was also the first time you realized
Well, we can do anything. Cheesecake cookies? The Chucky.
manage all your sales from one place with a burner.
Be right back, folks.
Appreciation that you're at Rogers Place. Over 200. Can you tell you the story? In regards to Jacqueline Day, the major, 5 years a legal officer, once deployed in Kuwait, 16 years with Canadian Armed Forces and traffic technician, 2009. And Levesque was deployed in Afghanistan. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, men. Thank you to all our service people. By the way, for Alberta residents, you go to Four Winds Military Resource Center for the EdmontonOilers.com 50/50.
I kind of like this site better.
Support, please go to that website. Thank you, Gene. And we should let everyone know Brad Marchand is back on the Bruins bench. So that certainly supports what Louis speculated that it might have been a cut. He's back on the bench, presumably it's been repaired. Yeah, there was a motion of sutures on the bench. So I figured they were looking for someone to stitch up Brad, and that's exactly what they would have done. And there's no question he got cut. But it seems like it's not as bad as we thought because he's back on the bench. It's a good sign.
Go! Boston! Bruins! Count it. Nick Foligno with his 10th.
And like everyone else in this Bruins team, for Nick Foligno, he understands they've got a special thing going here. He's really
Got the crossover, run it down, cross it over again, and then shot.
It's on the tape, and he finishes. Charlie Coyle looks towards the net, finds Foligno, and he elevates short side as he receives this pass and punches through. You don't give and go. Give it wide, get to the net, get it back, and finish. And Louis, you mentioned it because he was stuck on 2 goals all year in 64 games, but 10 this year, and he's the ninth one in it double digits. It was a real hard season for him. And you know what?
Fighting for it.
Back this year. He's just
Passing it across.
No question, he brings it on the ice, and it's a big goal. Separate this game is going back and forth. Edmonton's had some dandy chances to take the lead in this game early on. But the Bruins have done all year long. Stick with it. Get a goal.
Yeah.
Wow.
McLeod.
Down the middle.
Down the middle. Wide. Missed it again. Still fighting for it.
spot went on Thursday in Swayman's last start. Stopped 36 shots in that game. Flipped in Vogel from center. That game had 11 goals, Louis, but a lot of deflections. It was a tough night for the goalies. You know, it was a gritty game. Yeah, that's the way Seattle plays. We've seen them a
Yeah.
few times this year. They're a team that roll for, play hard, and get your deal. Boston, not afraid to play that game as well, but it's long back and forth. I don't think anybody had the lead for more than 2.5, 3 minutes. Here's Zach Hyman. Track by Clinton. Bigs for the equalizer.
Mid-10.
Comes off the boards to Grover.
I'm on the boards again.
It off the wall, squirted out front, Swayman, and that makes
Scored it out.
smart play by Grover.
To Hyman.
All the way outside. 3 minutes to go in the period.
3 minutes to go in under 3, actually. Boston on the attack. Collision. Simon. Stick on the ground. Stick on the ground. Huh. Edmonton attacking.
Will step up and lay the boot down. You know what he reminds me of? Dennis Bodman.
Boston on the attack.
That's high price.
No icing.
Dennis has that nasty streak in him.
7 shots to 5 shots.
You have your head down.
Coming on up on 2:20 in the first. McDavid shoots. No goal. We're on the board. Launches one ahead. There's a stick on the ice. Blasted by Boucher. Edmonton now on the attack. I mean Boston.
Home the game winner against Seattle. The other night, on a deflection in front. Here's McDavid throwing out of traffic. Setting up a mark, and that's going to be an offside whistle against Edmonton with a .42 on the clock. And the Bruins leading 2-1. Brad Marchand stitched up, ready to roll.
Last year, I got stuck paying for my.
I'm going to put that on mute. Boston is leading 2-1. They're at a commercial right now. If you are new, make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. I'll be right back, folks. Hey, I'm back. On to a minute. Hey, I'm back. On to a minute. 2-1 to score.
That was blocked. 10 seconds. Bruins couple
10 seconds. Ah.
swung it out. Casey. There's the second kick.
And the one. And the one. And the one.
Unleash the epic of Rogers 5G network with the new Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. Capture epic content in low light with stunning nightography. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Welcome to the Discover Intermission Report. I'm Sierra Santos alongside Steve Conroy. Man, okay, we thought it was going to be high intensity, high scoring, high pace. But what can you say about that first break?
I loved it. I mean, that's the way hockey should be played. You mentioned high pace, speed. There was goals. There was hits. I thought it was
A lot of hard hits.
And that's great
Yeah.
hockey. I mean, it was clean. I mean, we saw an injury, and thankfully Brad Marchand is back. But that's the way hockey should be played. I really enjoyed that period.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the first period highlights and talking about Brad Marchand, who did have an issue with it. It was an ankle, it looked like.
Yeah, but I think it was
Hands,
a
folks.
slice. And you see the skate of Darnell Nurse just kind of come up a little bit. There's a little bit of room between the skate boot and the shin pad that's exposed. And I think that's right where he got sliced. That can be very dangerous against a tendon. But I'm pretty sure he once kind of gets sutured up. He seems to be okay.
He's back. All right. And then early on, we get Connor McDavid, 7 goals in his last 3 games, and a frame.
Yeah, well, how do you not know he's in behind you? That's Charlie McAvoy. It's a great pass by Leon Draisaitl. That's literally a 100-foot pass. McAvoy tries to get back, and he gets the 5-hole on Swayman. That is classic Connor McDavid.
But the thing is, 13 seconds later,
Yeah.
Oilers respond.
You know, and that's one thing I talked about the Edmonton Oilers defense. They sometimes get running around in their own zone. They turn a puck over. That's just a great little deft pass to Nosek. That's Hathaway down low. Watch a little point pass right there, backwards between his legs. Nosek with the goal. Orlov also had an assist on that play.
2 new guys pitching in.
Yeah, isn't that nice? And like you mentioned, 13 seconds after a goal, that takes the life out of the building.
And then a really great opportunity here, but not able to tackle.
Yeah, I like this play by Bouchard. Absolutely sets up Yamamoto. He's got a wide open cage. Maybe the puck's on edge. You can watch it from this angle, but you got to score that goal. That's an excellent opportunity to go ahead again.
Yeah.
They don't.
Yeah.
And then what happens? Well, Connor McDavid turns it over, turns into a 2-on-1. What a pass. Charlie Coyle throws a couple of Oilers, gives it back to Marcus Foligno. And how about Marcus Foligno? You know, people thought that he was going to be out of Boston last year. He only scored 2 goals. He's got 10 now this year, and a great play by Coyle. That restores, that gives them the first lead of the night. That's 2-1. Excellent all-around play by the Boston Bruins.
That Nick Foligno goal gives Boston the 2-1 lead. But as we were watching that unfold, there was something that caught your eye on that Foligno goal.
Yeah.
Was that more of a mistake or a breakdown by Edmonton?
Yeah, it was.
It was.
Brett Kulak, and you don't like to point fingers, but I just thought he committed a little too much over.
Come on in.
If
You're watching Pete McDavid the Deuce.
But he gets on his horse and he gets back. He's basically taking the puck away. Kulak, now he's gone over to play it. That's not the dangerous man. The dangerous man's in the middle of the ice. That's Nick Foligno. He took one stride over towards Coyle. That opens up the passing lane, and as we run this, he takes advantage. Great pass by Coyle, and a nice finish by Foligno. But as a defenseman, watch, as you're backing up, play the 2-on-1. Right now, stop. You got to stay with your guy in the middle. Charlie Coyle is not going to score from there. 65 feet out, well off to the boards. And as you run it, totally commits to Coyle, as does Connor McDavid. And Kulak realized it at the last second, tried to get back, but he couldn't. Real good play by Boston, but for every good play, there's a mistake on the other end, and I think the mistake there was on Kulak. So just as a defenseman, leave the goalie to the guy with the puck. He's not going to hurt you from the boards. Take away the guy driving the net. That was Foligno, and he didn't do it.
10 different players with at least 10 goals on the season. How impressive is that?
Yeah, doesn't that?
Pretty damn impressive.
I mean, when you get 10 guys, and you know we're almost 2/3 of the way through the season, but you've got 10 guys with 10 goals. They're spreading it out, and that's what makes the Boston Bruins so tough to play against. Your top two lines can hurt you, but Taylor Hall is on that third line. Foligno's on the fourth line, third line at times. No six on the fourth line. He scored. So yeah, they can hurt you in a lot of different ways.
All right, we're going to have more highlights coming up after a quick timeout. We're going to check out the Red Wings and Sens to take you around the National.
This intermission report is presented by Discover, the official card of the NHL.
You're never responsible for unauthorized purchases on your Discover card.
Interesting piece.
I'll be
My expert.
right back
So many
in
scratches.
30 minutes.
Those are for my card keys.
Such a rich history. This won't do well at auction, but at a
Every 3 seconds. And checking your credit score or bank statements may not be enough to alert you. That's because identity threats appear in more places than you realize. Identity thieves can use your information to open loans, transfer home titles, even commit crimes.
Someone stole my information. Got my card.
LifeLock monitors for threats to your identity, including how you emails and alerts you.
Hey folks, I'm back.
And your victim with dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialists who will work to fix it.
If something happens, you have somebody to fight back with.
All plans backed by LifeLock's $1 million protection package, including reimbursement for stolen funds.
I know LifeLock has covered.
Identity theft protection starts here. Call the number screen or visit lifelock.com/25now and use promo code 25now to save 25% on your first year of identity theft protection. Enroll now.
Every night, while they chase victory, and the flock chases
Oh,
look ahead to tomorrow, all in one show. After the games on NHL Network.
Welcome back to the Discover Intermission Report. Let's get you out to Ottawa for the first of the back-to-back between the Red Wings and Sens.
And Cedar backward. He finds Bertuzzi. He's behind the other on the finish. Bertuzzi scores! To break it in tight with Batherson. Potential 2-on-1. Looking for an option on the backcourt. Batherson driving hard to the net. Little redirect in front of Halbert. And immediately it's passed up. And watch out of Bertuzzi. He's facing the wrong way, but he stays onside. Sanderson. Drops up back to Drew, back to Sanderson. Team action score! Jake Sanderson, power play goal. He was tied long from the point. Really winning the draw. Drew does a good job winning the draw. to confront Derek Brassard as well as Sider. It's into the eyes of Magnus Halbert. He doesn't track it whatsoever, and it's a perfectly placed shot just inside the post, left side. Throwing it down. Now watch Braun looking for every type of option for choosy fans out looking for a potential redirect. He steps just to a better angle and he's able to beat Cam Talbot just over that right pad. The Red Wings have not played with the officiator tonight. Not like to remember the calls. Shabbat for Matheson walks and shoots. That Matheson takes low to high, kick it wide, but look at Kachuk. Right in the eyes of Halbert. Halbert looks to the left around Kachuk. Matheson identifies that. He goes blocker side, right above the pad. Puts it inside the post. So there's a double screen. Oh, yeah. Gambrell, right to Giroux, stays on side, gets hooked in the last second. I think it was a penalty shot. It was. That would have been a penalty shot for sure. But that's what messed up the goaltender is you see Halbert reach for it, he gets around, you see the reaction of the bench, the captain loving it. Going to be a great pass here, a little outlet. And Giroux with a backhand saucer through the middle of the ice to Chuck. Head up the whole way. He's able to beat Halbert just past the glove inside the post.
Went from a full strength to 5-on-5, 4-on-4 from Detroit and Ottawa.
Good work down low. Pass through the middle of the ice by Zub. He takes it from his right skate to his left, and then he distributes it to Shabbat. Shabbat gets an angle on Heroic. But look at this gap right here off the right skate. Kick it to yourself, and then send Shabbat in. A step on Heroic, and then go short side shell underneath the bar.
Senators coming forward in the second frame.
5-2 in the third period.
Really been on a hot streak. Ottawa has gone 8-3-1 in the last 12 contests. They've scored 4 or more goals.
Senators
of those
are
games.
5-2 over the Red Wings.
Lead over Detroit. Let's get you updated now. Between Vancouver and Dallas, Anthony Beauvillier for Vancouver getting the scoring started in this one.
Yeah. Nice little pickup by the Vancouver Canucks. That was a cool back trade. Of course, Beauvillier coming the other way along with a draft pick. And there you see the goal. Kind of like placed on by Peterson right here. And it goes off a skate. And then Andre, not a great rebound, off the stick, right to Beauvillier. He pounds it in. That's his number one off the lead.
Come on in. Come on in.
He's got 5 goals in his last game, Steve.
Yeah. Nice speed, too, by a longtime teammate of his, Tyler Seguin. He sends him off to the races. Demko thought he had it. See him check his shoulder to make sure he had a little bit of time. Just slides it 5-hole. Demko feels it, and then goes across the goal line.
Vancouver regains the edge thanks to Sheldon Dries.
How many of you are new here?
Went up 2-1 on the power play goal.
Yeah, Dallas, normally known for their defense, and I know this is a power play goal, but they do a little better job along the boards. The big shot from the point, Sheldon Dries out front, gets a piece of it. Now, maybe Andrew should be able to stop that puck as it was rimmed, but they get to the front of that. Dries looking for a spot. Not an overly big guy, but yeah, gets a stick on it. Nothing Andrew could do there.
Stars are still holding on to that top spot, Steve, in the Central, even though they have 3 wins and they've just got the last 11 games.
Yeah, they had such a big lead to begin with, but it's starting to slowly chip away. Fortunately for them, Winnipeg has not played that well.
I know. I'll be right back, folks.
Atu Ratu. The pickup also from the New York Islanders, assists on that goal. So that gives the Vancouver Canucks the 3-1 lead.
3-1 lead right now. Then we're first to intermission, and we are getting ready for the second frame. For our game tonight, it is the marquee game of the night, and it is certainly living up to the billing. Preview the second period coming up.
This intermission report is presented by Discover, the official card of the NHL.
You're never responsible for unauthorized purchases on your Discover card.
Does your bank invest for you? I bet it doesn't. Acorn's checking does. It's banking for the growth-minded. Acorns. Grind 'em up.
The first time you made a sale online was also the first time you heard of a town named
Dinosaur. We just got an order from Dinosaur Colorado.
Start an easy-to-build, powerful website for free with a partner that always puts you first. GoDaddy. Tools and support for every small business first.
I love your browser history.
You are so generous with your personal data.
Switch on privacy. Switch off trackers and viruses. Go to NordVPN.com. NordVPN. Safely be you.
Does shopping for bladder control products have you feeling like you need someone to be on the lookout for you? Now you have your privacy back. We're HDIS, and we home deliver bladder control products directly to you. We're always on the lookout for you. You get free shipping in plain, unmarked boxes. So your private matters stay private. We understand how you feel. For over 35 years, we've delivered bladder control products to millions of Americans, just like you. You don't have to worry about incontinence any longer. Call now for your free product sample pack and over $45 in money-saving coupons. At HDIS, we're always in stock. We carry all brands in hundreds of styles and sizes. You'll be sure to get what you need, guaranteed.
For your free sample pack with your free catalog and $45 in money-saving coupons and free product samples, call 800-469-0250. That's 800-469-0250.
Smile Direct Club. Smile Direct Club is a great way to straighten your teeth at home. They help you get the results that you want. My own son is actually a Smile Direct Club patient. I would highly recommend it.
Start your doctor-directed care at SmileDirectClub.com.
So I had to quit college to help my mom, but I never wanted to quit my dream of a career in IT.
There are over 260,000 IT support specialist job openings in America. On Coursera, you can earn Google's IT Support Professional Certificate designed to prepare you for an IT support career in about 5 months for $39 a month. No degree or experience needed.
My job now is amazing. I can spend more time with my family.
Start a career building certificate program today on Coursera. Join for free at Coursera.org. Coursera, learn without limits.
We're Carvana. We've created a brand new way for you to sell your car. Go to Carvana, answer a few questions, and our techno wizardry calculates your car's value and gives you a real offer in seconds. We'll come to you, pay you on the spot, and pick up your car. That's it. At Carvana.
Get closer to hockey than ever before with the NHL app. Closer to the names you know. Closer to the moments they can't be. And the ones that don't. Closer to all the games. All the time. Get closer to everything you love about hockey with the NHL app.
We're back with you now, getting ready for the second period between the Bruins and the Oilers. Right now, the Bruins with the 2-1 advantage. Now, Boston is 25-0-1 when leading after the first period. So it's really all about getting out to a hot start. But both these teams came out with their hair on fire.
They did. But the good news, if you're an Edmonton Oilers fan, they've scored 93 goals in the second period. That's most among any team in the NHL. So let's see if they can't get a goal and maybe a power play goal this period.
We're looking forward to it. All right, enjoy the game, everyone.
Come on now, even though they compete against each other every night, they like to see that kind of stuff. And Stuart Skinner looked like he got a pretty good kick out of seeing that puck go in the net.
Hallmark, by the way, the fastest moving goal in the 30 minutes since Tiny Thompson in 1930. Here's Bergeron, scooping back to center. Marchand off to Jake DeBruskis. Scores got quickly by Cody Cecil. Exciting first period, a lot of rhythm and pace, and very few whistles. No penalties. Bruins outshot the Oilers 10-7. All set, an early goal by McDavid. With Olsen and Foligno. Marchand twisted up.
Yeah.
For a second between him and Nurse. Finally, he was able to unblock. But his pass.
Come on in, buddy.
Marchand didn't like that takedown from Nurse behind the net. They were building back there. Pretty good battle.
I think I got somebody in the chat. Yeah, let me look in the chat. See who go. Got 5 comments. Hello, Patrick Bill. 15. All fans. Hello, Mary Bill. And then hello.
On the forecheck, good recovery here by Darnell Nurse.
2 minutes.
Inside sweeps and around his body, and Nurse does a nice job just to not allow people to get to that one.
Start of the second period. Just got underway. Second period. Punching it out.
Lifted by Fogel.
Lifted by Fogel. 2-1 to score.
By Saka, taken away by Fogel. Go back his way in. Down the plow. Sharp angle.
Sharp angle didn't capitalize. Buried.
Over to McLeod. Out one time to on net. Save. Sniper.
Yeah, good shot by
Barrel.
here with traffic in front. Fogel
Number 22.
himself to the front of the net. And the Oilers really being diligent.
Goal stop.
This is where it started. Good entry.
After shot on goal.
In front here, as you're going to see
2-1 you score.
Mark in there first, then Fogel second. For Tyson Berry, this is one thing that he's really been doing this year. When he has the opportunity to get that puck done, he's wasting a little time to get it there. That was a one-time situation that swayed those animals.
Come on in, everybody.
Loaded up as the crowd rises in anticipation for this face-off between the league's leading scorer, 114 points. Another 17-point streak for McDavid, and again, one shy of hitting 50 goals for the first time in his career.
At the ball. Coming around. Come on in. Come on over. We always like to meet new people. Like what we do here, we do sports, we do Disney, a little bit of everything, of community work thing here. Not just Disney. Angle off the boards, shoots, no goal. Handcuff Skinner. McAvoy gets it back, going down the other way. Around the net. Swing and a miss. Come on in. Come on in. Thank you, Stream Elements and Nightbot. You haven't already. Like, subscribe, comment. 12-9, the shots on goal. Boston Bruins are leading. On the board. Boston is 13-3-1 in the last 17 games. Fans are Edmonton fans are upset. Boston fans are upset. Three and a half gone by. Icing call. Icing call. Icing call.
Some time. You always want to feel it. Get in there. He had one the first third, and he hits a big man and then just let home right into the bench, and then he gets a little shove back onto the ice. Is where you want to say, there you go. Draisaitl, McDavid, and Fogel say, get back out there. He's all stuck up. Went for a little ride there on that hit by Costin.
That is helpful in hockey. You know, baseball, the guy goes over to try to catch a foul ball. There's guys trying to catch a hockey. Every man for himself.
There's certainly less concern. That's for sure. On the base. But get out of here. You're not supposed to be here. McAvoy up the gut. Berger on the shot. That was blocked.
Berger on the shot.
Goaltender Stewart skipping the rush. Again in front, short side denied. Skip.
No goal.
Protecting. And Draisaitl able to come up with it. Bidding for yet another 20-goal season. Take the rush down there. Draisaitl the other way. That shot. The CC put right back to Leon Draisaitl. Almost scampers over, can't maintain the zone. We'll have to wait for Draisaitl to attack back up. Slipped in by CC. Ackerboy punched away. Draisaitl tried to center it. No tip it, hit by Hair. Now wave off ice and Kulak. Itchy. Aimed by Kulak. Down. Zaka will locate. 6th overall pick of the Devils 8 years ago. Curled in front.
Oh, in front, intercepted. Going the other way. 2-1 to score. Boston has the lead. Oh, man, almost a score. Almost tied it up.
Maybe one too many passes, but it was right back door for an in-tight chance. Excellent movement.
Was a good backdoor shot. Only one problem. Didn't go in the net. Skiff fielded it. Wolfer didn't get it out. Shot. No goal. Come on in.
Tight. Toledo with Vogel on him now. Dolphins back in. Boyle swept away by Barry. Now Vogel will take a peek. Serve it up for Yano. McCoy challenging. Frederick launching ahead. Back in.
Come on in. Come on in.
2-1 Boston.
2-1 Boston.
Shooting in from center. Rematch coming TD Garden 10 days. Oilers next 7 games. Boston twice. Winnipeg twice. Toronto twice. And Buffalo, who's already beaten.
Yeah.
What does the future of strength look like? It's a personal trainer.
What the hell are you doing down here?
Weight as you progress. It's dynamic weight that
Aren't you
adjusts
supposed to be upstairs?
for a more efficient workout. And it's a roster of coaches that motivates you to get stronger, faster. The future is strength you can feel, and results you can see, and you can only experience it. On Tono.
Saturday. Elias Pettersson has been a goal-scoring monster for the Goats. Let's see if he can keep up the pace versus William Nylander and the Maple Leafs. Hockey Weekend begins Saturday, 7 Eastern on NHL Network.
week meeting with the Detroit Tigers. Coverage begins tomorrow at 1 Eastern, 11 a.m. Mountain on Sportsnet and Sportsnet Now. How's that for production? Yeah, there you go. Two of the top three teams in offense this year. The Bruins were second with those. Buffalo Sabres are just putting piles of goals in the net lately. They've overtaken to that second spot. 7 against Washington. That was a damaging defeat for the Caps. Here's Ryan McLeod trying to dish ahead. Detroit being shellacked by Ottawa tonight in Claude Giroux. Here's McLeod. Giroux got popped. Sans helmet in the warm-up. I like the slot process. Hit him there every game if you're going to get a big one. We got a penalty coming against Lindholm. You say woke him up.
It's on, Ontario. Tap into nonstop sports action with BetMGM. Download the BetMGM app and feel the roar of the king of sportsbooks.
Probably the most impressive thing in this game is this is the first penalty. Both teams have been battling hard, a lot of hard work, and because of this man getting up into the face area, Ryan McLeod, Lindholm takes him down. And thought maybe a little easy.
I like McLeod's expression. Seriously? We better call this.
Yeah. Well, first penalty of the game goes to the top power play in the NHL.
This is the Ali Frazier of special teams collisions right here. Your number one power play, number one penalty kill.
I almost forgot to do something, folks.
Side of the net, Hyman.
Which is this. But I'll be back.
23 power play goals. Nugent Hopkins going to find her foot. Now McDavid. Nugent Hopkins trying to go cross ice, broken up, chopped out by Nosek. Boston has wiped out 18 of the last 19 power plays for the opposition.
Oh, that low pass by McDavid was a great one. He put it through 2 sticks, but he tried to go back across again and got knocked down by the Bruins.
McDavid guides to Nugent Hopkins, very across. With space, Draisaitl. Nugent Hopkins. Barry shot. That didn't make it on net. What a play by McDavid. Not only keep the zone, but put it right on the tape of Draisaitl. Barry to McDavid. Surveys, centers. Draisaitl one-timer, and somehow that's made out. Rebound McDavid. Saucer one-timer. And Barry had it blocked. Draisaitl and McDavid. Barry plays it off his left instep. Pressure from Zaka up top. Shrugged off, Draisaitl, McDavid back to Draisaitl, flipped in front. Intercepted by Garrett Hathaway. And he'll backhand it down the ice. Nugent Hopkins and Draisaitl will trudge to the bench. 25 seconds left of the man advantage. Brad Marchand. Always a penalty kill threat, though he doesn't have a shorthand goal this year. Fogle working his way in. McDavid steps off. McLeod, who drew the penalty, turned it over.
Welcome back.
Held in by Bouchard. McLeod let it go straight to Fogle. There's camped out and Yamamoto in front. It's Fogle looking for Yamamoto on a swing miss. Area shot on the power play. Advantage Boston on the first matchup of those two glittering special teams units. Marchand's clear, intercepted by Nurse. Laid ahead to McLeod by Fogle. We'll shoot it. Tip to the safe side and rebound loose. It's underneath the right skate for a moment and then plucked from danger by David Pastrnak. Wheeling his way to center. And he'll chip it charge. Handled that lob wedge, but eventually overskated. Now turned over to Krejci. Calmly put it back on Pasternak's stick. He tried to center. Picked off by Bouchard. Bounced through the Bruins. Boston reaching, and he's going to get a looking penalty. He's furious. Time 10:05, and when we come back, it'll be Boston's first attempt at a power play, leading 2-1.
So you don't have him on skates yet, huh? He's only 6 months old. I guess hockey's not really his thing. Come on, buddy. Get it. Should probably start saving for college.
Good job.
Team, I need a volunteer. We need promotional products.
I'm on it. 4imprint makes promotional product success easy. For high-quality items, go to 4imprint.com. 4imprint, for certain.
The first time you connected your website and your store was also the first time you realized.
Well, we can do anything.
Cheesecake cookies?
The Chookie.
Manage all your sales from one place with a partner that always puts you first. GoDaddy, tools and support for every small business first.
Get closer to hockey than ever before with the NHL app. Closer to the names you know and the internet. Closer to the moments that can't be and the ones that don't. Closer to all the games, all the time. Get closer to everything you love about hockey with the NHL app.
So many battles inside the battle of the power play versus top power play versus the top penalty kill go to work, and everything did create some great chances. This one by Draisaitl right in his wheelhouse where he loved to shoot that puck, just misses wide. Maybe a little bit of a redirection. This is a great shot pass into the stick of Yamamoto. Gets a little tip on that. Very difficult for Swayman to pick up. There's the penalty that clean cost, and he was irate. I can kind of see why. It did not look like much to McGee that enough to call a penalty on him the first power play for Boston in this game.
Now, the Bruins are just a hair under 24% and 7th in the league. But as you know, Louis, just 3 for its last 36. Here's a shot by McAvoy and a save made by Skinner. Has struggled over the last 11 games, sitting on about 8% over that stretch.
Yeah, it's definitely something they want to try and continue to build on and get it back to where it was earlier in the season when it was red hot.
It was challenging Edmonton for a while.
Yeah, but it has fallen off. And there's a quick little shot you saw the first face-off by McAvoy, and that's something shooting from distance, having a presence in front of Skinner, maybe looking for something quickly to create that chaos instead of looking for the perfect play.
Face-off win for Nugent Hopkins. Cece fired it off the official and off that friendly bounce. The Russell bounce. And back to Marchand. Misses McAvoy. Now switching to Nugent Hopkins ahead. One touched on to Marchand. Bruins got their signals crossed. Osternak had to reel it across to Nebraska. Now Marchand under duress from Cece. And Edmonton forces a giveaway. Nugent Hopkins comes over. And now we've got a penalty coming against the Boston captain Bergeron. This will even up. And Janmark wisely just skates away from traffic and hands to Nurse and then back to Janmark for a shot. He sent it wide. But what this does is lengthens what will be an abbreviated Edmonton power play to 47 seconds. So that's any play by Janmark.
Was it ever? A real great penalty killer. One of the reasons why they wanted to sign Janmark is because of this ability right here. But there's the penalty, little can opener. On Ryan Nugent Hopkins, who wins that race to the puck. The Bergeron digs in a little too deep. Typically one of the more difficult players in the game. There just gets the stick horizontal, and that's where the penalty is drawn. As you mentioned, Janmark goes for a skate, chips it to himself, still as much time off as possible. When that penalty expires, the Lindholm will have the abbreviated power play.
Just goes to show you, even a 5-time Selke winner will take the odd penalty. That's his 9th penalty of the season. 5 times a winner, 11 times a nominee. Krejci lining up against McLeod 4-on-4 now. McLeod won the faceoff, threw it across, picked up by Krejci. Gulak, Yamamoto, and Bouchard, the other skaters on for Edmonton. Krejci, and with Osternak, McAvoy, and Lindholm. Krejci skittering his way. Now another penalty called on Yamamoto. Is that a tap on the hands?
Yeah, just a little hook tap into the hands on the entry.
So delayed penalty.
So what a turn here. No penalties in the first period. I thought they went at it in that first period. But this second period, we're seeing a string of penalties. And it wasn't Lindholm in the box. It was Lindholm that drew the call on Costin.
And Bergeron's in the box, but now here's the little tap from Yamamoto.
I think it's once he goes by him right here. Once you get the stick on the body and try it against the arms, it wasn't the first attempt, it was that one right there where it gets hung up to the body and arm of Krejci. And that's where the call was made.
Jim Montgomery calling over his troops for a quick chat. There's Joe Sacco, one-time Colorado Avalanche head coach. To Montgomery's immediate right, of course, Montgomery, the one-time head coach of the Dallas Stars, who are having a terrific season under Pete DeBoer. David Krejci, and to, I guess, complete the roundtable, the team DeBoer left, Vegas, having a solid campaign under Bruce Cassidy, a one-time head coach of the Boston Bruins. There we go. All ties together. Here's Pasternak.
We're with you.
McAvoy, 4-on-3. Pasternak, floating, shooting. That was a box. That one stung Nurse. I think he got him on the left hand, Luke. McAvoy, Pasternak, McAvoy, Marchand. To the wickets, one-timer red line, Pasternak. 42 goals for Pasternak. Right now, that's second point of McDavid's 49, but it's shot out by CC and now Clean Costin. Out of the box, thrown in front, it's home. Connor McDavid is hit 50 for the first time in his career, and this game is tied at 2.
Well, I'll tell you what hustle here by Clean Costin. He comes out of the box, and when he sees this puck is put down the ice, it's all him in a race with Charlie McAvoy, and he wins it. Watch this. He gets his feet moving, and he's determined to get to that puck, nullifying the icing. And then what a play he makes. Little stop backhand pass to Connor McDavid coming late. No chance on that one. Best hands in tight than anybody in the National Hockey League. Up back, he can make that move. No chance for Swayman. When he takes this puck face and tucks it home for his first 50 goal season in the National Hockey League. First one to get there this year, he's paced the league all year long.
4 consecutive 2-goal games, 115 points. You start to run out of superlatives. What a finish, but as you mentioned, it started by Clean Costin. You thought he was revved up during warm-up, Louie, and you were bang on.
That's important. That's brilliant. What makes his game go? When he skates, he's such a big customer. He can get in there. He's an excellent skater. When he pumps the pistons, he's a handful.
McDavid, jitterbugging, putting the brakes on, fell down, dropped it off for Draisaitl, shot, and a save made. Swayman, rebound contained by Bergeron. Now the Bruins are on a 3-game power play. About a half minute right now. The game tied at 2. McDavid from Costin, 4-on-4 goal time, 12-20. 8 years in the National Hockey League, McDavid at 50. Draisaitl dumps it in. He was really the first man to predict it with our own Elliot Friedman, did he not, Louis, this summer?
There's been an extra determination for him to put the puck in the net.
Here's Brad Marchand, hovering, dishing off. McAvoy. Off to Patrice Bergeron in front. Shot, Marchand had it blocked. Now 5-on-5, taken away by Matthias Janmark. He'll sprint down the left-hand side. Curling, centering, and Yamamoto can't fight it. That's a good back check by David Pasternak. A lot of people, Louis, think Pasternak is a better defensive player than he gets credit for.
That's a grit to his game, too. He's not afraid to dish out a big reverse hit from time to time. Get into the thick of things.
Came in plus 28 on the season. Wow, a shot. There's the Bruins with it. That's more differential in the game. Frederick continued. Cloud stealing, centering, and that was tipped away by McAvoy. Laid ahead. And moved forward to Frederick by Greer. Greer was through. Comes in from the backhand or short side. Pulled off by Skip. Here's now the develops in the corner. Clifton steps up. Feeds the point. Shot for Lino Watt. Rebound. Clifton for the one-timer. Olaf could not make contact. And now a drop-off. Foligno didn't realize a change was coming. And Russ hopping on, but only able to keep the puck in the zone. Now, little dish off to Clifton. A shot! That was deflected by Kulak. And the thrust. Camped out inside the right post. Elected to shoot it himself. And now turned over to steal. Pugliarvi shot it on rebound. And Pugliarvi in one motion could not flip it home. Now Costa back to the Chargers in tight and was taken down. Orlov dropped to one knee. Tremendous pace to this one. Again, it's picked up. Steal Pugliarvi. Costa. And we're seeing players both ends. The back checking has been terrific.
Right from the drop to the top of this game, the speed has been impressive.
Here's Lindholm. DeBrus through one man, but not second. Might have lost the stick in that collision. And now Roper pumped it down the middle. No icing. Wouldn't have been icing anyways. Charging in McDavid. Looking to flip it in front off a pad. Ultimately, neither Draisaitl nor Hyman could get there. Pastrnak had it chopped away by Nurse. Finding it is Lindholm. Pastrnak through the middle. Couldn't pull the trigger. Threw it around the boards for Saka. Pastrnak. Draisaitl. Crowding him with Bouchard. And ultimately taking over. Hyman drills it ahead. And now Draisaitl with a head of steam right through McAvoy. Eventually grabs the puck and leads for Hyman. Curls in front. Shoots. And that might have glanced off the side of that in front. Draisaitl whips. Here's a shot. Kulak washed it out of play by Straven. 3:23 to go, second period. Pulsating hockey, Boston, Edmonton. And that's 50. Of the league's best player.
Not attorney spokesperson. This is a paid advertisement for legal services sponsored by Nightline Legal. Cases assigned on a rounded basis to participating law firms. If you or a loved one were stationed at Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune between 1953 and 1987 and were later diagnosed with cancer, Parkinson's disease, or other serious health effects, call right now. You may be entitled to financial compensation. After decades of waiting, new legislation has just been passed that finally offers justice to the countless Marines and their family members who experienced devastating health effects after being exposed to toxic water at Camp Lejeune. So if you or a loved one were stationed at Camp Lejeune between 1953 and 1987 and were later diagnosed with cancer, Parkinson's disease, or other serious health effects, toxic water may be to blame. Call right now to find out if you qualify. There are time deadlines to file a claim, so don't wait. Call right now.
Call 1-800-842-1430. 1-800-842-1430.
You gotta play with confidence and speed.
There he is. It's over. Mark Scheifele.
You have to know what your opponent is thinking.
That captain is on fire.
And you have to know how to take it in. Most of all, you have to play like team.
What a rip play from Mark Scheifele.
You'll know if you put it all together.
You'll see score on a rocket.
The fans will be the one to tell you.
Well, yesterday, the children from Make-A-Wish Foundation traveled from Saskatchewan to spend some time with the Edmonton Oilers. After practice, they had a chance to get on the ice with Edmonton and spend some time with them. Zach Hyman stopped by to talk to them, and Clint Costa just had a historic assist for him, giving some advice to one of the young kids who then used it to take a breakaway shot at Stuart Skinner. And Connor McDavid also stopped by to see the kids. He donated his Connor's Corner suite to them tonight. So this captain, Louis Jack, making an impact pretty much everywhere he goes.
Bergeron throwing one wide, and that was gloved by Skinner. 3:14 to go in the second period. Connor McDavid, Louis, just a matter of time. We felt he could do it anytime he wanted.
Yeah, it's the fourth time that he's had 40 or more goals in a season. I think the biggest thing that's achievement for Connor McDavid is pulling the wool over the league's eyes, thinking that he's not a goal scorer for some reason. But you know what? It was only a matter of time before he did score 50. We knew it was going to happen in his career. And this year, he just seems to be ultra determined to take that shot when it's available, and it's paid off with his first 50-goal season.
Here's Clifton. Send it down low for Adam Marchand. Clifton walking the line around Fogle. Under pressure, he'll give it up forward. Edmonton got the first one, Boston the next two, and now we're tied. McDavid with both goals for Edmonton. And we should acknowledge another member of our panel today, Cassie Campbell Pascal. She said maybe 70 this year. Don't bet against him. Cass might be bang on by the time this year is done. You never know. Here's McLeod. I remember you, Cassie. Marino. I'm not betting against him. No. Some people raised an eyebrow. I wasn't one of them. Here's Lindholm. Battle for kicked ahead for Costa. Bill rifle across, looking for Yamamoto. That's going to be played off the natural by Brandon Carlo. Brief lull in this game. We haven't had that 2 minutes to play, second period. Pretty one tonight. 2-0. Greer. Muscle up ball by Tyson Barron. Ready goes way in. Kulak sealed off his man, and Barry found Leon Draisaitl.
Determined work in the corner. Good job by Barry on Greer. Just skating that battle, separated man from puck.
Draisaitl bulldozing his way in. Can't find Hyman, deflected away. Nurse. Over to Draisaitl. Determined to take away the middle of the ice line with Osprey. Roll off the duck for McAvoy. Nosing ahead. McAvoy. David, though, right on after. Here's the center pass off the far corner. What a setup at forward. Missed by an eyelash and regaining the lead for Boston.
He walked right into that one. We're at 5 goals already for Portland this year. He was right down into the top of the circle and last time.
Saka. Fourth. Oscar snapped it toward the net. What a second effort by Pablo Saka. Spectacular. 3-2 Bruins on Saka's 14th.
And continues to elevate his career high every game. 40th point for Saka. You're right. Great second effort. The checkmate line for the Bruins has been good all year when they've been together. And it's second efforts. And this is Bruins hockey right here. The way they just funnel pucks to the net. They stay in the battle. It doesn't have to be a pretty one. It goes through the legs of Ceci. And a diving chop at it by Saka is able to foil Stuart Skinner at that moment when he's going to play that puck. Because he's putting the stick down, it elevates and rides up. The blade of his stick finds the upper part of the net. Timing is everything, and Pavel Zacha had perfect timing and went to slash at that loose puck.
Wired for Eric Allen in the offseason. Second effort, something else. Final 20 seconds. Oscar. Final 5 seconds. Bruins advance through neutral, chipping in, and that will be all. It's 3-2 Boston heading to the final period. The Bruins are 31-0-2 when leading after 40. Straight ahead. I mentioned Cassie Campbell Pascal. She's waiting with the AMT.
Welcome to the Intermission Report presented by Geico. I'm Sierra Santos alongside Steve Conroy, and wow, no penalties in the first period whatsoever. This one gets a little bit chippy in the second.
Yeah, kind of ticky-tacky penalties. I mean, it's still been a physical game, but yeah, hooking around the hands, referees are calling that. And we saw 3 or 4 of those called in the second period, but devastating goal against Edmonton late in that period. I mean, they fought back into the game. Connor McDavid ties it, and then with less than 30 seconds to go, they give up a goal, and Boston with the lead again.
Yeah, you heard what their record is.
Yes.
Leading by.
Yeah, they know how to close out games.
They know how to close out games. And one of the things that stood out to you was that Costin hit. Let's get to it. Was this a message of any sort?
It's just the way this game is being played. And Clint Costin's a big boy, 6'3", 215 pounds. Nicholas Lindholm's big, 6'4", 215 pounds. But he drives him right into the Edmonton Oilers bench. Good clean hit. I like the fact the Edmonton Oilers players actually gave him a boost. Yeah, they did. They held him up. He's was actually pushing him back on the ice. So yeah, good for those guys.
Yeah, this one was still 2-1 Boston until Connor McDavid does what we were expecting him to do. 50 goals in 61 games. In 9 career meetings against the Bruins, though, McDavid only had 2 goals in that span. He's got 2 goals tonight.
He's making up for it. Not sure what Charlie McAvoy was pointing like he wanted Swayman to come out and play, but watch him here pointing. He can't come out. It's outside the trapezoid. Clint Costin does a great job of beating him to the puck, the great feed, and yeah. How about this? In each of the last 4 games, Connor McDavid has scored 2 goals. There's McAvoy pointing. The goalie can't come out. Now you're behind the play. Now it's a 2-on-1. And that's excitement from Connor McDavid. You don't normally see a lot of emotion out of him. That's pretty emotional for McDavid.
Yeah, and here Boston regains the lead thanks to Zaka.
Yeah, a nice second effort from Zaka. I feel bad for Cody Ceci because this kind of goes off him. He's in the right place. He wants to block it, but he gets through him. And when it gets through him, it gets behind him. And guess who's behind him? Pavel Zaka. And Skinner gets a bit of it with his stick, but it helps wedge it up over his blocker. And that's a heartbreaker. With less than 30 seconds to go in a period, you've got some momentum. You give it back to the Boston Bruins. It'll be a quiet dressing room in Edmonton.
There have only been 20 instances when a player has scored multiple goals in 4 straight games. Last to do it was Patrick Marleau in the 2012-2013 season. So we are seeing something that hasn't been done in a decade, thanks to Connor McDavid.
You're telling me we're watching history.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of history. He's on pace for 67 goals this season. Do you think he gets it done?
67, I think it's possible. He's going to hit 60, that's for sure, because what do they have left? 23, 24 games, he's at 50. The amazing thing is the Art Ross Trophy goes to the player who has the most points in the regular season. He's got, I believe, 115 points now. I think only one other player has had more than 115 points over the last 10, 15 years over a full season, and that was Kucherov with 128. So he's going to blow by that by a long margin. He's not done yet. And yes, he is the best player in the NHL.
All right, I want to get to a coverage breakdown that you saw from Edmonton. Jake DeBrusk with a really nice chance. Was it a nice chance, or was it the Oilers slipping up a little bit?
A little bit of the Oilers slipping up. Now, if we can stop this right here. Jake DeBrusk has the puck, but look at all the eyes. All 5 blue Edmonton Oilers players are watching the puck.
Every single one has their eyes on it.
Yeah, no, just let them go. One guy go to him. Yamamoto should go to him. Everyone else sort it out. Now let's run it. Let's run this play now. 3 guys are kind of out of position on the far side. Now, keep it running. Stop here. Cody Ceci checked his shoulder. Now he's leaving the front of the net. You don't do that. Jake DeBrusk gets the puck. And it's a nice play behind the net. But if Cody Ceci stays where he's supposed to be, there's no way Jake DeBrusk can walk out front. Watch what Jake DeBrusk does. Nobody can stop him. That's a great scoring opportunity. That's 1-on-1 with Skinner. He makes a real good stop off the side of the net. And from the ISO cam, DeBrusk, that's a real good look. So, yeah, you hate to split hairs, but when it's a close game like this, and it's against the Boston Bruins, who literally give you nothing in their own zone, you can't give them free looks like that.
You got to minimize those scoring opportunities. Yeah. All right, when we come back, Steve, we are going to get to Stars and Canucks highlights. Stick with us.
This intermission report is presented by Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you can save.
What does the future of strength look like? It's a personal trainer that assesses your strength and adds weight as you progress. It's dynamic weight that adjusts for you in real time for a more efficient workout. And it's a roster of coaches that motivates you to get stronger, faster. The future is strength you can feel and results you can see. And you can only experience it on Tonal.
HelloFresh has everything from family-friendly meals to fit and wholesome to quick and easy options like this 25-minute black bean and pepper quesadilla. When it's all said and done, HelloFresh always has my back and helping me and my family's busy schedule.
Go to HelloFresh.com/TV60 for 60% off and free shipping.
$300 bill you weren't expecting. Fridge on the fritz? That could cost you $2,500. Get the First American Home Warranty Plan. And when a covered item breaks, call or click. That's it. And we'll repair or replace it for you. We have plans that cover air conditioning, most appliances, plus heating, plumbing, electrical systems, and much more. Plans start as low as $30 a month. Why let a major system or appliance breakdown bust your budget or go through the hassle of trying to find trustworthy service people?
It's well worth the cost.
Can't even count how much money it probably has saved us.
Last year alone, we saved our customers over $219 million in repair and replacement costs. Don't wait until it's too late and you're stuck with a huge repair bill.
Call 1-800-574-3914. That's 1-800-574-3914 for a free no obligation quote. That's 1-800-574-3914.
Non-attorney spokesperson. This is a paid advertisement for legal services sponsored by Attorney Trade Days. Attention all business owners. Did you own a business with 4 or more full-time W-2 employees between October 2020 and September 2021? If so, you may be entitled up to $26,000 per employee as part of the CARES Act, which provides financial compensation to business owners in the form of a check you can deposit as a reward for retaining your employees during the pandemic. Let us help you find out if you're entitled to free government money. If your business was impacted by the pandemic between October 2020 and September 2021, and you had at least 4 full-time W-2 employees, don't miss out on your opportunity for compensation. There's no cost to apply, and you owe us nothing unless we recover for you. Free consultation.
3-2, goals. Both teams.
Remember the old school cheat code? Ridiculous moves that no one can pull off in real life. On his own now. Now there is that gap with the unfair speed. The guy who scores just about every time. And the guy who stays with the area like this.
Welcome back to the Intermission Report presented by Geico. Let's get you updated from around the National. Conducting stars in Dallas. Getty Dodonna acquired in a trade yesterday. Got into Dallas very late last night after 10 p.m. Jamie Benn picks him up this morning, and look at what he's already doing.
That's pretty good. Maybe on about 7 hours sleep, you're playing for your team. It's a nice little.
Let's start off on a high note, right on the right foot.
Well, exactly. Pavelski gets stymied there.
How tough is that, though, when you're coming in from a trade and then you immediately start?
Well, and there's the goal. Well, you know what? You're playing on emotion. You're probably playing on fumes because he did fly in. He got in later. As you mentioned, Jamie Benn picks him up. But that's pretty good hands there. Being all alone gets them to within a goal. But then it's the Vancouver Canucks. And how about that play? The little spinorama. And he draws a little crowd. Gives it to guess who? The former New York Islander, Anthony Beauvillier. There's the spinorama, the backhand pass. He gets deflected, but Beauvillier got a good release. We saw that in his first goal. We see it on this goal. Restores the 2-goal lead. That makes it 4-2 for Vancouver in Dallas. And there again, Marchment got a piece of it, knotted up, and Beauvillier goes upstairs.
Beauvillier's second of the game, 15th of the season. That made it 4-2.
That's a Rupe Hintz goal, and that is just a classic give and go. He gets it, he dishes it off for the win, he goes hard to the net, gets it back, and then finishes it off perfectly to close them within a goal again. But this is just attacking with speed, and Dallas does this very well. He gets it in the middle, he gives it, he presents his stick. Watch him how he dishes it on the backhand, and then he presents his stick on the backhand, gets it back. Nice little give and go. And Rupe Hintz has been good all year long. That's Jamie Benn who gives it to him. Throws 5-hole on the netminder and gets him to the goal.
Jamie Benn, apparently the ultimate Uber driver. Give him 5 stars on the rating. Canucks right now 4-3 though in the second period. Let's check out what's going on between the Knights and Avalanche. 14 seconds in. It is Mikko Rantanen getting on the court.
This is the way you want to start a game. Get pucks deep, get it back, and score a goal. And that's an unforced error by Aiden Hill. Tries to clear it. Now, goaltenders, when you raise the puck, you're not expecting a guy to punt it out of midair. And Nico Randman, even though he grew up in
Colorado leads 1-0 in the first 1946.
job of knocking this out of the and 14 seconds in, you get the crowd into it, bench into it, and that's just a great start. But watch Aiden Hill, once he's looking at it, figures he's going to put it off the glass, high, off the boards. This is maybe 3 feet, 2.5 feet off the air, off the ice, and not only goes it, but quickly puts it in the net. Good eye-hand coordination from Moose.
1-0.
Game goal streak as well for Brampton and
Avalanche is 33-19, 571 points.
Then ahead to Detroit and Ottawa and Tim Stutzla. This one was a high-scoring affair.
High scoring.
How about make it 6-2?
Brady Kachuk really makes this goal, and I believe Brady scored earlier in this hockey game. But watch the pressure 7 foot. That's a 1-on-2. He pokes it by the defenseman, and he pressures the defenseman. That's Roenick. He kind of mishandles the puck. He goes right to Tim Stutzla, and Stutzla has been a fine for these Ottawa Senators. Shot. And that's a emphatic win. If Ottawa has any hopes of making it to the playoffs, they got to leapfrog Detroit to play this tomorrow night. And they're within 5 points now of their final wildcard spot.
Final from this one, 6-2, and we were expecting a high score affair.
6-2 Senators.
Tonight. Will we see it?
It's 20 minutes.
We still got 20 minutes. We can tell
Yeah.
a couple more.
Another pushing, another shoving.
Preview the third period when we come back.
Welcome in, everybody. Oh, you guys can't see me.
Switch today and see all the ways you can save.
Come on in, Geico. Damn commercials.
It all starts with ordering promotional products.
I'm on it. Fort Imprint makes it easy to get the logo products you're looking for. The latest in apparel, drinkware,
You see this thing that's moving across your thing? Go ahead and do that.
Fort Imprint, for certain. Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you
Well,
want to
the
do?
thing that
Personal
is-
loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending.
Right.
Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to
Down
build your
here.
credit history as you
Right.
repay. NetCredit.
Right
a more
there.
personal
My
loan.
screen right there. The Canucks, no, not the Canucks, the Boston Bruins, and
I'm with Welcome Unlimited for just $25. I love
the Oilers.
network and save money doing it. I know, $25.
That's a little bit too small, especially for you guys.
Yeah. Well, what I love is I have to keep my
There you go.
for saving. What I love. Hey, we should not sign here.
Switch and get Welcome Unlimited for just
Ah.
$25 a line. Guaranteed for 3 years. The savings that last on the network you want. Verizon.
If you or a loved one has mesothelioma
Come on.
or any other asbestos-related cancer, call now. Asbestos manufacturers sold deadly asbestos materials to thousands of companies.
I got that stupid song in my head.
Trust have been set aside to pay out claims to asbestos victims. You may be entitled to a portion of these funds and receive compensation without filing a lawsuit or ever going to court.
For your free legal consultation, call 800-543-0258. That's 800-543-0258. I'm a non-attorney spokesperson.
Let me be direct. Why would you pay more than double for teeth straightening with Invisalign? With Smile Direct Club, you get a doctor-directed smile you love for 60% less. That's a lot less. Like a lot. Choose Smile, choose Direct.
92% of households that kick off the year with Peloton are still active a year later? Yeah, actively using it as a coat rack.
Congrats on 50 rides.
Okay, but it's still just a fad. Just an elitist fitness cult.
Come on, guys. I know this isn't easy, but we got this.
You'll give up eventually.
Seriously?
92%. 92% stick with it. So can you. Start a 30-day home trial today. Terms apply.
This is the future of foundational nutrition. AG1 lets you drink your vitamins, minerals, probiotics, and so much more. One scoop, once a day. Learn more at athleticgreens.com.
Get ready for the upcoming games right now.
I'll tell you what's on tap the next couple of hours.
Start your hockey now with NHL Now. Weekdays at 4 Eastern on NHL Network.
We're getting you ready for the third period. Right now, the Bruins with a 3-2 lead over the Oilers. Between periods, Connor McDavid spoke about reaching the 50-goal mark.
That's great, I guess. Just a number though. Obviously, it's a big one, but we're gonna find a way to come back here.
What did you think of the play that set it up with Cody Ceci and Clint Costin getting the assist on the goal?
I thought Costa did a great job beating up the icing. It's a real nice play into the middle there.
I know you're not one to worry too much about individual numbers, but you do pile them up when it comes to assists and now hitting this plateau. Is it something you wanted to do, or it's just sort of happened because of your development as a superstar player in the league?
Of course, I want to score goals. Everybody wants to score goals. I'm no different. So, yeah, it's been nice to find a way to get through.
Connor, thanks for your time. Thank you very much.
Of course I want to score goals. Everybody wants to
He
score
didn't
goals.
seem really happy, and I don't blame him.
Yeah, it's what, because of what it
The Canucks?
Yeah, exactly. That's the kind of guy.
Taco.
He'd be a little more congenial, I guess. But right now, it's just straight answers, and it's never about him.
He's trying to get down to business. What do the Oilers need to do in order to win this third period?
Yeah, well, I think they're going to get another power play opportunity. They had two. One was abbreviated. They had no shots in their power play. So, and that's the number one power play in the NHL. We're talking about Edmonton. So, if they get an opportunity, passing's great. You got to get pucks to the net. So, on a power play, get pucks to the net. And listen, they're right in this game. They've limited Boston to 19 shots. That's not bad over 40 minutes of play. So, if you can maybe sneak one out of the power play, tie it, and get one late, that's what they're hoping to do. And Boston's playing a pretty good game all around.
Yeah, well, they've got the 3-2 lead right now. We are going to send you back out for the rest of the third period. Enjoy the game, everybody. Steve and I will be back to wrap it all up on the fly.
50 in 61. Matthews on his way to 60 last year had 50 in 62. Bergeron and David. But it's interesting, Louis, even in that interview, he's not thinking about any of that right now. He's thinking about 3-2 and how do we turn that into 4-3. His focus right now is 2 points. Period. I love what Cassie said about him too. I agree with him. I agree with Ace. I agree with Keith. The whole panel in that regard. He doesn't care right now about individual accolades. He wants to win. You're very agreeable tonight. Hey. I think you disagree with those. Nervous will trouble it.
Coming back. Ah, almost got it.
Gives it up for McDavid. Back to Yamamoto in front that time. Swayman with the denial. Randy Carlo had it stolen away. Swooping. McDavid tried to shovel it.
McDavid almost got it. Lost it. 19. Coming up on 19 minutes, folks. Shoot, no goal.
That's the stick on that one. Flexing it without the right on cue. And it starts with this turnover here. Full possession. This puck. It's just the aggressive forecheck early on. Top line going to work. Yamamoto with just a great aim on the side of the net. Just couldn't handle that one. And then a nice move to take it as a forehand spin, take it to the net. But relentless pressure on this shift by the top line, and a good stick by Bergeron finally deflects the puck up over top of the glass and gets a whistle. Edmonton seeking its fifth victory when trailing after 2 periods this season. Did it in its last home game against Philadelphia. But Boston, a far different level of competition. It doesn't suggest beating the Flyers. It just look at Boston's record. So
Yeah.
You're 10 points clear of the field. With a quarter of the season still left. You had a heck of a start. Anmark the steal.
Heck of a start.
Pass. Vogel.
Centering pass.
Put it eventually. Corbett failed to clear. There's Anmark a shot.
Yeah, a shot, no goal. Turnover.
Created by the aggression of Edmonton right now.
created by the aggression. Whistle on the play. Whistle on the play.
Involved with Vogel among others. Yeah, a little frustration being let out here after a couple of chips in a row.
Oh boy.
For Boston, obviously coughing this puck up a little bit too much early in this third period, and Edmonton pouncing on turnovers and creating chances. There was two of them on this last sequence. You can consider a third with the one that came around the boards, but good work once again. Full possession just doesn't have
Emotions will get the best of you.
Everything goes to work. And then possession once again. A good job by forward to stay strong. This looks like it should be out. It's picked off again and stays in the zone for another chance to get deflected into the corner. So good work by Edmonton to follow up that first shift by the McDavid line. And McDavid back on the ice.
David back on the ice.
With Draisaitl behind and Rover and Bouchard. Boston counters. Great cheat. South of Pasternak. Orlov, McAvoy. Bruins with a number one face-off team in the league coming in with a collective 55% through 40 minutes. Edmonton has won 17 out of 25.
Oh, one don't know quite.
Wins another one. Bouchard sent around. McAvoy drilled with the corner. Draisaitl back to the
Still in the zone.
Roberg, albeit momentarily, is Pasternak comes the other way.
Boston attacking. Coming down the other way. Well, on the board. Called it. Shot. Picked off. Going the other way. Edmonton. Bouchard sliding it back to. Coming out of the Bell own zone. Back into Edmonton zone. Oilers zone. Like, subscribe, comment. How many subs do that?
Bouchard reset for Edmonton. Two most dangerous guys on the ice, McDavid and Pasternak. You see one missed shot at one end. It's McDavid that picks it up, goes down the ice on the other end. A missed shot to Pasternak around the wall. He does the same thing. Boston didn't get a touch. It's offside.
Want to bet? Get in on the action and make a play at Sports Interaction.
So, Jack, when you're talking about puck management, especially when a 50-goal scorer and a 42-goal scorer on the ice, don't miss the net. Because you're giving them a chance to have possession and go down the ice with speed. I was waiting for the life lesson. Yeah,
I know.
Here's Marchand. Harrison back defensively.
Harrison defend.
Good position.
Deflected away.
There's Marchand. Trying to use him as a screen. Jim Montgomery, his first season behind the bench. What's he brought to the table? Well, you know what? You heard what Marchand said the other day. It's about making everybody feel part of this and a big part of this. And he empowers everybody to go out there and play their best game as a collective group. And it really does show in the way they play for one another. And I think that's the biggest asset that he's brought to it, is just he's allowed the defense to get active a little bit more. A little bit more of an offensive way in that regard. But that was not a strength last year. It's a good point by you. They did not get much production from the back end of the back. Molino up the forward, his shot kicked away. Rebound dug down.
Rebounded, attacking. Oilers.
They are nailed through center. Tapped in.
Tapped in. Boston has the puck coming around the net. Coming up on 6:30 remaining in the period. Very deep.
McAvoy across, Orlov out of his reach. Willis led early, but for all of 13 seconds. Since then, Boston has either been tied or ahead.
Boston's either been tied or ahead. The Oilers only led for 13 seconds in this game. Fires one through the middle. All the way down to the Boston zone. One-handed. Hooked around. Come on in. Come on in. Saucer across. Come on in.
Nurse dashes away. 4.5 gone by in the third period. Boston will change, and so will Edmonton. David, Nugent Hopkins, and Hyman on the ice. CC pushing ahead. This may be icing. McAvoy got inside, and there's the call. Now look at these two handsome fellas. You got a fresh gut. You knew you'd be on TV. Yeah, you know, have to look good for the kids' first appearance. It's been a long time since I've seen them, so it was fun to catch up. We had dinner last night. Yeah, always a pleasure to be at this level right here and watch my kid play the National Hockey League. I'll tell you what, it's a blessing and a little nerve-wracking too. Not gonna lie.
Are you kidding me? You are one proud dad ever right to me, and it has nothing to do with his hockey playing ability. He's a heck of a kid. I keep calling him a kid, he's not a kid anymore.
I hear you, buddy. We're getting old.
Got a chance to play a little golf with you two this summer?
Yeah. That was fun. We're going to make that an annual thing. Get Tyler up there, too. We won't us all.
I was going to say, we just need a couple extra
Thank you.
to track down
Hey, bud.
shots.
Wow.
You're just getting the strokes, too, by the way.
Oh, at least 5 aside, maybe 10. Chipped off glass and out. David Pasternak able to collect. Send it up to McAvoy. No golf and in big pass. Newlack looking to track it down. And eventually is able to kick it over to Tyson Berry. Fired down the middle off Orloff and offside.
Offside.
To Nugent Hopkinson.
Yeah, you like that. Nugent Hopkins was a good effort. Almost got to that puck before Orloff chipped it out. And stole it. He felt it was onside. He was saying he didn't touch the puck. Don't read lips. I short form that one, obviously for TV.
So Nosek against Garrett Ryan in the
Hang on,
zone.
folks. Hang on.
The Boston. Nosek, Polino, and Saka with the Boston goals. Hathaway did not thread a shot through. And here's Jesse Pugliardi. Swung away from the house by Chris. Nice by forward back behind the net. The reversal by Greer, but picked off by Costa. All over the score sheet tonight with an assist on David Stinson. He's been active, a couple of hits, and now another offside whistle against Edmonton.
Massive hits for Costa in this game, and that's what he provides coming back into the lineup. And it's what really has endeared his teammates to him since coming over from the St. Louis Blues. He's a big guy, 6'3", 220 pounds.
How's our website, folks?
Look out. And this is the game he plays. The power and forward game. Connor Clifton will stand up to anybody. He takes the worst of that one. He puts Lindholm right into the bench. Gets a little up out of it afterwards. But when you have a player of this caliber, Costa, that is, that can provide that type of hitting in a game, they'll have some defensemen here in footsteps.
Hitting.
He was drafted with the pick that the Penguins used to acquire Ryan Reeves from the St. Louis Blues, and then Edmonton able to acquire him for minor league defenseman Dmitry Samorukov. Now, an icing call here, whistle against Boston. And it's Draisaitl, McDavid, and Yamamoto looking to do damage and perhaps tie this game for a third time. Thus far, Edmonton permitted just 2 shots in this final period. The number 1 defensive club in the league.
3-2 to score. 14:05 left to go. A lot of smacking, a lot of hitting, a lot of push. Swept off his stick. Around the net. Coming with the other way.
Bergeron glides over, makes the play to Foligno. A couple of chips at it. CC momentarily held it in, and now it's settled by Drysdale.
Bryson's finally settled it.
Yamamoto calling for that puck. He says good looks tonight. Hasn't been able to finish. Twisted to Bergeron by DeBrusque. And Bergeron will get in. The season due to injury.
Coming up on 13 minutes. Still 3-2 at mid-ice. Ceasing. Trio of Boston defenders.
Stays in the battle with Fogle. Eventually comes straight to Clifton. Launches ahead. Pasternak. He's belted by Darnell Nurse.
Belted.
To grab that loose spot. That was by design. I saw Pasternak take it off.
Come on in.
Here's Yanmark sneaking in, and Fogle unable to bury it. And Swayman ultimately covering to protect a 3-2 lead with 12:32 to play. Boston, Edmonton.
Be right back.
So maybe what we were going to do is a corner each other's side, but not the case. That was a pretty good experience.
Here's Nugent Hopkins gathering himself. Ivan off his stick.
Come on in. Joke on screen.
I've never gotten to spend a week with see what every game we
Yeah.
go to different places. He's always supported her brother. It was nice for her to have a little bit of time with Jake. Maybe I'll start picking up. I know the others are jump on that and have one of those in the years to come.
What I like is it takes those on the periphery and kind of gives them a glimpse of what life is really
Oh,
like.
shit.
Pasternak loading up,
Shooting, deflected, steal going the other way. Now Fogel, Oilers attacking.
Filling the lane, Yanmark pleading his case, but a neutral zone faceoff upcoming. Yeah, some end-to-end action here opening up in this third period was really tight checking early on. You mentioned the shot weren't very much in the first 5 to 7 minutes of this period. Pasternak with a little fade and then a solid block by Desharnais, who's just become a real mainstay back there as far as defending, getting the big 6'7" frame in the lane. He pays the price for that one. He was stung a couple games ago. Against Columbus too.
Yeah.
Against Columbus too. Yeah, he's paying the price almost every game. But shrugging it off and right back out there. Guys, that'll check by Bergeron. Boston has just one shot. There's one up here. Not a lot of room out there. CC launches. That was deflected.
That was deflected.
Off the boards, but it was held in by Hyman. Beautiful move around Bergeron. Then around the Brooks.
On the board. Boston on the attack. In the Oilers territory. Shot, save, going the other way. 10:37 left to go and count it.
Boston tries to establish the forecheck. Leads for Orlov.
Stolen away.
Slams it off the board.
Slams it off the board.
Popped it up.
Hunter's
Take it
up.
down. Round one and a call. Players on both sides took a quick peek at the officials. I think he was already going down. Molino's comes in. Halfway through this third period. 5 shots for Edmonton, 1 for Boston. Orlov, Molino, and now Coyle. Frederick was hit by Bouchard. Little reset. Nugent Hopkins, he gets a Pugliarvi. Shot redirected wide, off the boards. Quick block there he is. That's the short side. Lunging. Greer did not get out. Flicked it over to McAvoy, stolen by Nugent Hopkins. And just thrown around the boards by McDavid, eluded Tyson Barrett. Slashes it over to Bouchard. Toss to McDavid, 1-on-4.
1-on-4.
Waits for his teammate, Slithers one.
Slithers one.
He's lobbed out. Greer tossed back in, maybe too hard. Icing call. Bit of an unforced error there against Edmonton with 9:08 to play. Pressure. Here's an on-call on Darnell Nurse. Since he's making this move, of course, there's a stick underneath there, but because it misses the stick of Nurse, I think is why it wasn't called. As I said, he was kind of going down. Now, it wasn't sticking to the skate on that one. Yeah. Close. 2 power plays for Boston, 1 for Edmonton in this game. Sent off the boards. I don't think there would have been too much of an argument for this call. No. Shot in by Carlo.
Shot in by Colin.
Whistled up the boards.
Whistled off the board. 8:48 left to go. The only reason why I'm off camera is so I don't have to always be on camera. And pass called. Inside the zone. 3-2. Oilers.
Your browser history.
You are so generous
Ugh.
with your personal data.
Switch on privacy. Switch off trackers and viruses. Go to NordVPN.com. NordVPN. Safely be you.
Smile Direct Club. You pop them in, you go to bed, and they do all the work.
Straighten your teeth while you sleep with Smile Direct Club nighttime aligners.
They don't interfere with your daily lifestyle at all.
Choose easy. Choose Smile. Get started for free at SmileDirectClub.com.
Need to get your windshield fixed? SafeLight makes it easy. You can schedule in just a few minutes, and we'll come to you with a replacement you can trust. Great. Get service on your time. Schedule now
Safe like we pay,
Hey,
safe
my
like we
phone.
place.
Whoosh, the
Damn,
powered
fucking
massage
commercial.
cleaner for your ears.
This feels awesome.
Feels like a massage in my ear.
Whoosh's gentle triple spray flushes earwax away. Wax in, but Whoosh's triple spray gently flushes it out.
By using the Whoosh product, we're achieving a safe and satisfying way of cleaning the wax out of the ear canal.
My ear feels so clean.
Log on at getwhoosh.com to get 15% off the brand new Whoosh and free shipping every night.
Damn boy. Come on in. And I got 3 viewers in here right now.
Tons of talent on the ice for both of these teams, but head-to-head, two guys that love to shoot the puck from the same spot, a mirror image of one another. Draisaitl on the right side, a left-handed shot, and David Pastrnak, a right-handed shot on the left. They're always hanging out in that position. Tonight again, here's the one chance by Draisaitl, just missing wide, and Pastrnak says, you know what, I'm going to try from there again too. He didn't miss by much, but you always have to be aware of the goal spot, and they know exactly when to get there at the right time.
A 1-goal lead for the Bruins, looking for their 46th victory of the year and their 7th in succession. Edmonton trying to avoid back-to-back losses in regulation for the first time since New Year's Eve and January the 3rd. Brothers piling up the points and look to draw within potentially 2 Pacific Division lead will win tonight. They'll have to rally. Gave it to Nurse. Down low, Perry, a shot. Save, Swayman might have been screened. Positionally sound stop. Boyle. Carlo wanted to dig it out. Quick shot, I'm going to save. Swayman. Draisaitl to McDavid and Boston. The dire straits again. McDavid already with 2 shooting. Swayman able to hug that far post to keep the 3-2 lead intact.
Well, I'll tell you, he had to really squeeze off that shot there, too, against the post with the body on McDavid. Good work down low. It's Hudson Berry that activates early in this shit, and he hangs around deep in the zone. Just confidence to come down there, and then Hyman spins and fires that one. I don't know if Swayman really picked it up until the last second. Watch this. Sharp angle shot with a body flying by. Look, he has no idea. It just kind of bounces off him in the shoulder. He goes, whoa. Good heads-up play by Hyman. We're seeing that so often now. Those extreme angle shots that get thrown to the net, trying to catch a goalie off guard.
And that was a good job by Swayman, not making himself small there. Sometimes when you throw up on that post,
stand your ground.
Yes, you can, as a goaltender, make yourself a little smaller than you intend. Swayman did not do that time, and it paid off the crucial save. Here's a steal and a shot by Marchand.
Shot, no good.
Raised the glove with steal on its way by. Marchand left it behind that. Nugent Hopkins will wheel up, looking for Yamamoto. Won the battle from Orloff and created for Nugent Hopkins and Chips and Chargers. Boston alongside.
Another fight.
Penalty coming, and the Bruins go right after clean Costa. And the 36-year-old Krejci stunned by that shot.
Boy, was he ever. We just talked about how heavy and hard Clean Costin hits, and he went all out on this hit on the forecheck. And Krejci's going to be cut here.
Right above the
stayed on his feet. He didn't get knocked down on the play, but he catches him on the flyby with the elbow. Actually, you know what? It's actually the butt end. We got to review the play. Yeah, it's a butt end of his own stick.
It's a major, and they're going to review it.
This will be brought back for the major. He doesn't make contact. From that take, I thought it was the elbow of Costa, but it's actually Krejci's own stick. Kind of gets lodged into the wall. Watch it. Lodged into the wall, pops up and catches him. As it pops up and hits him in the helmet, they will review this. And this is self-inflicted on David Krejci. I know the Bruins aren't going to like that because perception is everything. But here it is again on the reverse angle. Costin comes in and he goes on the flyby, but he never makes contact with Krejci. And it happened so fast, Jack, and the Bruins came in, they converged. They thought Clean Costin threw an elbow. I mean, look at from that angle, it even looks like he throws the elbow, but it was not. It was Krejci's own stick that gets lodged in the boards. Very dangerous when that happens.
Yeah.
Now the outcomes here, they can wipe this away entirely.
They will. I think this will be wiped away.
You can also reduce it to 2, but I don't see any merits there.
I don't see a penalty here on the play.
No.
Myself. I mean, he does catch the stick and maybe push it a little bit to force it to pop up into Krejci. So that's just an aggressive forecheck. I think he does a great job not making contact with Krejci. And they got it right. They got it right. Clean Costin back to the bench.
That was his own stick with him in the face. Therefore, we got no penalty.
No penalty whatsoever. That's the point of the rule. And Frederick Leclerc with an emphatic explanation. And as a result, it remains 3-2 and 5-on-5.
And it's been a pretty tame game in regards to the extra stuff after the whistles. A very hard, aggressive, physical battle. Call it a playoff-like atmosphere if you want. I'm okay with that. It's been that.
5-on-5, no penalty.
Very tight checking. You have to make a play in a millisecond. And in that millisecond, it looked like Costin had thrown an elbow from that first take.
Yeah.
In the head, but for David Krejci on the bench, looks like he's going to stay. He's going to nick above the eye, but a veteran of over 1,000 games who got that earlier this year, 1,000 games in a Boston Bruins uniform. Very good. The commission taking in the action between two of the top teams in the league.
About to become the longest-serving top executive in the history of the 4 major professional sports. King David, surpassing Clarence Campbell, who at that time he was the Navy president, 46-77. Aaron will pass him next year in terms of longevity. Darnell Nurse, a reset. Rejuvenated. Not playing that short. Tyson Barrett. Pressure from Marchand. Thrown around the boards.
Pressure.
Nurse. Barrett. Shovel it back. Bobbled up by Boston forces Edmonton back. Nurse tries to let go through. Squirted the clip.
Still 3-2.
Pressure from Hyman. Guidance successful by Frederick. Settled by Barrett. Off the boards.
Whistle.
Offside.
Offside.
Tyson Barrett's having a solid game here in a real good third period. He's been active a few times. They talk about him being deep in the zone. Watch this. Gets this puck. If they're trying to force a pass to the minefield in the neutral zone, he just takes it himself. Gets on his horse. He's moving his feet. He's way down deep in the offensive zone again. That starts that whole cycle for Edmonton, forcing the top line of the Bruins to defend in their own zone once again.
Now, from where Mary released the pass, it turns into an offside, which leaves the face-off all the way back to the right of Stuart Skinner. Where the draw is controlled by Derek Ryan. Again, Edmonton, big advantage in face-offs tonight, and that's something we did not anticipate. A neutral zone hand pass whistled against the visitors from Beantown. Can hardly wait for the rematch after this one.
They spent a long time apart from each other when they played each other in the matter of a week. So, yeah, and you know what? Getting back to your face-off point, I just think that we've talked about it as like this Edmonton Oilers team. When they play the better teams,
Come on in.
The core of this team and everybody following, it ratcheted up a notch. And for Jay Whitcroft, that's a really good sign because that's what it's going to be down the stretch and into the playoffs. As you get in there,
Icing again.
like this, you have to be able to elevate it. I think Edmonton has elevated this game against the best team in the league. It's been a hard-fought battle, very evenly matched throughout.
Yeah.
They're skating, they're grinding with a team that is notorious for that and wearing it down. And you mentioned they usually leave a lot of teams
3-2 the score.
left Edmonton the dust in this one. They're pushing in this third.
To back up your point on the Oilers, Edmonton split last year with Boston, 3-1-1 in its
We have 61 subscribers.
in their last 13
And 5 likes. Let's get up to 7 likes, folks. Can we get 7 likes in the chat? I mean, in the like. Smash that. Smash that like button. We need 2 likes to get our goal, which is no. We need 5 likes, 5 more to get our goal, which is 10, which would be an achievement.
Here's McDavid. We're going to tie this game. Bergeron stays with it, forces to the corner. McDavid trying to send it out to the slot.
Still fighting for the puck.
Failed to do it. Very little give and go back to McDavid. David smothered by Lindholm. We'll take possession. Shovel it off the glass. That ends up out of play. Bring the face-off back to the ball.
Out of play.
20 to go. A frenetic finish.
20 to go.
Who's buying? There's going to be teams calling about him.
20 to go.
Who will improve their team before the buzzer sounds? Get all day coverage of the trade deadline Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern on NHL Network.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
The first time you connected your website and your store was also the first time you realized
We can do anything. Cheesecake cookies? The Chookie.
manage all your sales from one place with a partner that always puts you first. GoDaddy, tools and support for every small business first.
Hi, this is Lisa from Fort Everett. Yeah, I like 50 welcome wows, 300 customer, I love it, and 200 team member, oh yeah. You know we got some brand new woohoo! Dial up the wow factor with promotional products from Fort Everett. We specialize in awesome items that are certain to and guaranteed to deliver some ooh yes. From apparel, backpacks, drinkware to high-tech items. Wow, I love it! Woo! Go to fortimprint.com and find some wow now. Fort Imprint.
And put this stupid thing on mute. Hey, we're at 5 likes. It's telling YouTube we're doing something damn good. We got 72 views on the board.
First time in his career to achieve that mark. Beautiful effort by Cost in the backhand feed, and for Connor McDavid in tight, makes no mistake on that quick move to the forehand of Jeremy Swayman. And a lot of congratulations to him. He's been sniffing again in this third.
Bergeron against McLeod. Swayman digs in off the face-off. Bruins another failed clearing attempt. Shot redirected wide of Swayman.
Redirected wide.
Times tonight, Boston has been a little sloppy in terms of clearing the puck out of its own end. Thus far, has not come back to haunt them. Bruins trying to close it out here.
Bruins trying to close it out here.
Shots of their own. But Edmonton has been held to 8. Frederick around the boards, picked off by Bouchard. Through the middle, settled by Hyman. Deep pass to McLeod, and that's an offside against Edmonton. Well, we got a lot ahead of us this weekend. I mean, you like tonight's matchup. How about Scotiabank Wednesday night hockey? 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. Sportsnet now. You got Matthews, Marner, McDavid, Draisaitl, Leafs, Oilers. Wow. What a week.
Now, we talked about the drama that just good team after good team coming into the schedule for Edmonton. That'll be a beauty, their first matchup of the year.
And they'll have a rematch next week as well. Knockers lining up against Bergeron. His own draw controlled by the Boston Capitals. Shot in by Carlo. Trying to force it out Pugliarvi. Austin head stripped it now. That's a high stick on Bergeron.
High stick.
Yeah. A little shaken up.
I think he's okay by the time he got to the bench. He's slowing down now, but that initially, no, he's still kind of blinking pretty rapidly as that stick came up from Costa. And it was the quick stick of Bergeron first to win the puck battle. And then it was the reflex afterwards. That poke check right there, and then for Costa, as he's trying to spin back to get into position, the stick comes up and the tip goes right under the visor Bergeron, always dangerous when the stick comes pulled from underneath like that. And for Bergeron, it's no stranger to being in those types of situations. In the battle, that one caught him off guard. He immediately dropped the gloves, knew it was very close to the eyes. Anytime you get a stick near the eyes, it's a scary situation. He's having a conversation right now on the bench still, just wants to make sure.
Louis, there's strategy involved here too,
Here you go.
because double line for 4 minutes, only a
What am I
30-second
doing?
differential. Would you expect Edmonton
What do you mean, what am I doing?
to take some chances, including
Is there something I'm not supposed to see over here? What's over here?
I'm not sure you want to do
Something in your
that.
sheen, but that's what you shouldn't do it.
Yeah. Take that and put it away. Fine. Check this thing.
You understand something?